And that's when I messed up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Techno Funk Boy, and I am your host, Paul. So, a lot of what we do here is video game music related, either reactions to video game tracks that I have not heard or played before, or tearing apart certain songs to check out how they tick. Not long ago, I've been doing kind of a series on stuff that the Fallen Brothers have been working on, Tim and Jeff, and been very, very, very impressed with those things. But one of the things that happens when I'm doing a reaction soundtrack is, I try to keep these around 20-25 minutes long. But a lot of times the soundtracks are, especially once we start getting 16-bit and beyond, are much longer soundtracks, and so I skip some. I skip some stuff, and that's what I did. That's what I did. I did Plok, and I loved it, but there were two tracks on there that the chat pointed out to me that I stopped way too early, and we're going to fix that today. Now, I really do rely on chat to give me ideas of what to react to next. So if you have stuff that I have not listened to and would like to see a reaction video of it, please do point out some games in down below. Now, if it's an 8-bit soundtrack, I can normally listen to the whole thing in a single video. But if you do send me to a very long soundtrack, then by necessity, unfortunately, I have to skip around. So I also need you to point out certain songs that I need to focus on. I'm more than willing to do a reaction to a single song from a game where I can really dig into it, or the whole soundtrack, as long as I can skip around. And unfortunately, I try to kind of, take a look around to see what the more popular songs are before starting. But in a case like this, I just didn't know that there was more evolution of the song coming. So we are going to be listening to Beach and Acrylic. These are the two songs that were very, very much pointed out that I should not have stopped early. And so now, we're going to fix that today. I'm going to listen to all of these. Please do, if you do like these videos, please do, do the things down below, the subscriptions, the little bell, the thumbs up, and give me some ideas in chat on some other games to play, and or other games to play, as other games to listen to. So let's start off with Beach. So I did play a few minutes of this song, and so going to kind of rehear this part that I heard before, and then we'll move on. I'm going to restate something I said in the last video, is the Fallen's ability to get sounds like this out of like really kind of early chips like the SNES. This is great. Also, if you're not listening on headphones, exceptional stuff doing with the two channels stuff. It's really good. This is just a groove. This is so good. That's such an interesting and appropriate shift right there. Yeah, that's it keeps the song moving, but it's not like it's not abrupt where you feel like you've jumped into a different song. Cool transition. I like that. Oh yeah, right back into that. That was neat. That was good. So far what we're hearing, and this is stuff that I think is really clever. I think it really keeps the song going, keeps the song changing, so that it doesn't start getting stale when you're playing the same level over and over again because this game is like super hard or something. It's the we're shifting from like an A part to a B part to a C part, and it's progressing, and there are sufficient changes to make each section very unique. It's not simply melody changes. It's not simply chord changes. There are changes in the rhythm as well, but it's got the same feel. It's got the same kind of tonal quality to it that you're very much hearing a different part of the same song while it is distinctly different. This is the stuff that I think Tim Fuller is really good at, and makes these songs move in a way that continues to be interesting, even as it starts repeating because you keep dying. And I do think that we're in the loop now, but I'm going to go ahead and play it out because we only have a couple more minutes. And since we're not doing a whole soundtrack, I am not going to stop this YouTube track early so that people are like, you thought you hit the loop, but you didn't. And then I'm going to have to do a third one of these, and nobody wants that. So let's try. Side switch, it's just really good. So even if we're in the loop, it's fine. Like that breakdown right there, that's really good. I like it. Good chord change there. That bass right there, yeah. That bass right there carries that whole section, and it's very, very. I mean, it's very, very simple. It's very, very simple, but there you can do very, very effective things with instruments that are still simple, but that bass line, because the song itself is losing intensity right there, but the bass is actually pushing it forward into the next section. Very cool. Good drum fills. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, I think in my first listen, I missed like 2 full sections of that song. So I'm glad y'all pointed that out to me. So let's go over to Acrylic and do the same thing. I don't think I listened to as much of this song as I did Beach in the first place, but we will continue on with it. I love that rhythm. By the way, right before that is where I had stopped the first time. So, for those of you who knew the song, yeah, I stopped it right before that big section right there. Goodness, that's wild. There, right here, cool rhythm. Yeah. Gosh, that's such a cool rhythm. If you're listening in stereo, these two harmony parts are in separate channels. Very cool. Typically with that whole section used the two channels, the left right channels, really really effectively. A lot of those synth sounds were just kind of like cascading, starting in one channel and then passing over into the other one. Then those bouncing organs come in, and they're in different spots around the stereo spectrum, and it's really effective. It's very cool. That's nice. That build up to right there, that was cool. Drums here. Oh. Nice. Okay, yeah, great stuff. I'm astonished what the phones were able. I've mentioned this before. I'm astonished at what they can do with these chips, and it's just the stuff is. It's not only musically good, it's technically good. And I don't even mean like, the technical aspects of music and the theory behind it. That's good too. But just the use of the technology is exceptional. It's like no one's doing these things with, you listen to like old 8-bit stuff that Tim would do, and no one's using these chips like this. No one is, there's some amazing music on SNES, but there's not many people who are pushing these systems to soak that much out of them, and so the Bullet soundtracks are like the perfect storm of great music, great theory, and great technical use of the system. Anyways, those of you who called me out on stopping these early, no offense taken on that. Thank you for that, because I'm glad to have it pointed out to me so I can come back and listen to these, because both of these tunes are just really really well done and really well put together, and I was glad to have re-experienced the first half of each of these songs and then finally gotten to experience the second half of these songs. Please do subscribe, and it helps me out a lot. As you can tell from below, I am very much still a very small channel, and I want to continue to grow and continue to get better at these videos. And you subscribing, you watching, you hitting the thumbs up, these are all things that help me out a lot. If you want to connect with me, the link to the Discord is below. I also stream on Twitch at TechnoFuckboy, but Discord is going to kind of give you a heads up on all the stuff I'm doing, including my own music, including podcasting, streaming on Twitch, and videos here. And so please do check that out. Other links of different ways that you can support me, my novel, my music, the Patreon page are all down below. So thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it, and we will catch you next time.